Welcome,
Look a fool!
Lucky Fools.
Welcome, Lucky Fools.
Excellent.
Sound effects.
Well, from last time, you guys
Star Trek.
started off the session outside of the city, and you took everybody into the city. And as you were coming in, you saw a whole bunch of people that were leaving to go talk to the guards, and the guards said there's been a problem inside of the city, and there's been a lot of people.
Too.
Oh yeah, and you saw Selvin the blacksmith, and you caused more trauma to him.
Yep.
As he was trying to get away. You walked up to the town. You walked up to the guards. They told you about some rioting in the streets, and they offered to pay you money if you would go take care of the commotion in the streets, all the rioting. And you agreed. And on your way over, you found out that Elba and Fifth were gone. You got to the place, the town square, and you found all the guards had killed the last of the riders, only to find that the spirits had somehow combined into a single entity and created some unholy demons that you had to kill. Sparta got all the wagons in a line so you could use that for cover. You brought out Knapp went to go get his friends and came back, and they joined your party briefly, and they got damaged. While you were fighting, Shay showed up secretly and started shooting people from the rooftops to go help out with the combat. While in combat, Crumb went to the
rooftop.
Huh?
She didn't shoot anyone from the roof. She jumped down and tried to Assassin's Creed the guy.
Oh, that's right. I thought she was... Yeah. She didn't try. She succeeded. She did some good damage.
That's true.
They did that. Crumb went and chopped off all the heads of all the bodies that were left over.
And the statue.
And the statue. And then, right as you were ending, then a dwarf with some teeny little mechanical construct came up to you and said, "Sorry that I was late. I am here now to help." And that's where we will start it off.
I think we're safe. I removed the heads, everyone. Of everyone that's dead.
This little dwarf guy is going to walk
Good
up
job.
to you.
Good job there, Crumbs.
Yeah.
Who are you? Short thing.
My name.
Crumbs. Wait, I'm not sure. Oh, yep.
My name is Garvin Shonnery. And what are you?
You know, don't rightly know.
He's going to walk up, and he's incredibly fascinated by you. He's going to start poking around and prodding and touching us everything. He's absolutely amazed at the sight of you. You are an amazing specimen.
Sparta's kind of used to this reaction by the more intellectual, sciencey types, so he's just going to kind of let this happen.
So he's going to look around for a second, then he's going to turn to Crumbs. Excuse me, sir. How did you make it sentient?
Hey, you know you can ask me, right?
Well, it was a complicated process involving
He didn't do it.
science and magic.
I see. I think he's going to turn to you, Sparta. Do you have any idea how you became sentient? And he points over to this little construct that's there. This little man, Silman 99. I've been trying to get sentient, but I just can't seem to crack the secret. He'll listen to me. He'll follow my commands, but he has no drive for himself. He has no sentience, no inner essence.
Well, all I know for sure is that I was created by a bunch of necromancers, and they said something about a soul being required.
I see.
I would also like to add that I have no idea how I got sentient either.
Crumbs, your sentience is still up for debate.
Yes,
Okay.
well, We sometimes do have to question our sentience and our sanity.
What did you say your name was?
My name is Garvin Shunnery.
Garvin Shonnery?
Yes. Anyways, I'm grateful that you killed these things, but I wish you could have waited just a little bit longer. I have an idea, I think, on how I can trap these confounded spirits in one of these. And he goes and he shows you an armband.
Okay, what is that?
Well, thus far it's been unsuccessful, but I believe with certain crystals, I may be able to trap the souls that are surrounding outside. I was hoping that I could get them while they were in an agitated state, but you and your party dispatched of them before I could come.
Oh, don't worry. If you need them to be in an agitated state, we have plenty of people who can agitate. Just wait for them to show up again later tonight. Out of curiosity, can we turn this into a walk and talk? We still have a research paper to turn in.
A research paper for,
It's my papers. I reach in my bag and pull out just handfuls of papers. These.
I see. Well, yes, I can accompany you. Come along, Sylvan. And it just kind of like blinks its eyes in acknowledgement. Where are you headed to?
The academy?
The academy.
Right, player question, not character question. It's out of character. It is the academy, right?
University.
University. Okay.
You have a map, right, Jared?
I do have a map. Whoa! The map. So you guys are here in the central, in the town square, and the university is up in this section.
Okay. Yeah, the institution of learning.
Yes.
What do you guys call that?
The university. We pride ourselves in our knowledge and our academic studies here at Ryura.
Are you guys reputable for that?
Are we reputable? What do you mean?
Do you guys have a reputation that is honored by other cities in the country / world?
Well, of course. We are the central hub for craftsmen, for studies, for universities. We've got a dwarven district. We have a gnome district. We have.
Do you guys have any connection to? I don't remember the name of the name of the city down south.
Siudan?
Oh, the other one.
The one that we
with the followers of Shilrak.
Oh, Ellendale. The
Sorry, didn't have the world map in front of me.
No worries. Yeah, Ellendale down here.
Yeah, that place. Do you guys have any connection to Ellendale?
Well, I mean, of most of the country, we are the head town. They owe us our allegiance, but with the city down south of Ellendale, those are run by the elves, and while they are allies currently, they do not owe us subservience, nor we them. We are.
I wasn't asking about subservience. I was asking for a connection so we could get a referral into the city.
Well, I mean, we have some trade partners. I mean, we may be able to find somebody. Potentially.
Okay. We'll cover that at a later date, I suppose.
Very well.
By later date, I mean in 20 minutes after we deal with all the other stuff.
I see. Well, then let's start walking then, and I'll show you the way.
But before we go,
go ahead. I am right behind you, friend.
Shay, you still here?
Yeah.
Okay. Just check.
Before we go, can I swing by? I need to pick up one more supply for my report. We're in the marketplace here.
We just literally fought it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you go get
There
your
are other
supply.
shopkeepers around.
I'm gonna get the wagons hitched up and going again.
Okay. And I asked the Garvin, do you know where I can get like some like wax for like a scroll?
Some wax. I do believe I might be able to help you with that. I actually have some in my shop.
Oh, well, let's go over there real quick, if
Very well.
that's okay.
Oh, well, I'll sell it to you. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So he takes you really quick, Sparta, as you start to rearrange the wagons back into their regular thing. Knap walks up to you and like knocks on your thigh. Hey, Sparta.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, and then he kind of like climbs up you so he's face to face with you. So look, between you and me, my boys, they got a little bit wrangled from that fight. I'm gonna need some pretty big shinies to convince them to come back. They got hurt pretty bad. They're pretty much cowards.
Free rent isn't enough.
Well, that's for me. I'll help you all the time you want. But if you want me to bring my friends, we're gonna have to get a super big shiny or something that can help with our growing city, the luxury.
I go over, pick up the head of the statue, and present it to Knap. It's a big shiny. All right, here you go.
He kind of looks at it for a second. He like hawks a loogie and spits on it and then like wipes it a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. Thanks, Sparta.
Right. Not a problem. Glad I could be of assistance.
One more thing. So I know that. Okay, so how much do you know about like flesh bags, like me?
Flesh bags.
Yeah, like meat and bones, flesh,
I mean,
walking around like the other guys in your party.
You mean creatures that are not made like me?
Yeah.
Okay. So normal living
Well,
things.
yeah. I was trying to be sensitive, but yes, normal people that aren't you.
Don't be sensitive. It makes you sound stupid.
What are you taking? Anyways, well, you know how we need to breathe air and things?
Yes.
So sharing that straw is starting to get a little bit old. If you could find something that could help us breathe in the city that we have, that'd be pretty awesome. Just saying. Just a tenant's request.
You need more airflow.
Yes, it's very suffocating in your chest of holding.
I'll see what I can do, I guess.
Okay, thanks. Can you open up?
Yeah. I go ahead and open up and let them all clamber in if they're all climbing in.
Yep, they all climb in and between the 4 or 5 of them, they struggle to get the head in and they suck it in and they go in. All right. So while you do that, we'll go back. Garvin leads you to his shop, Crumb.
Okay.
And here you go. You can have this. You can have this wax for just give me a gold. It'll be all right.
A gold.
A
Okay.
gold piece.
And I look into my bag, my coin purse, and I'm like, I don't No, maybe this. And I reach in and I pull out 10 silver, which is the gold piece, right? Isn't that the conversion rate?
Yeah.
I'm like,
He
will
looks
this
at it.
suffice?
Yep. Perfect. That will work. And then he
Sorry,
takes
it's not gold.
it's
I have
perfectly
these.
okay. And then he hands you just like a small like bundle of wax. Here you go. Anything else that you need?
Can I? Do you have some fire I can borrow to melt this? Like a candle, maybe?
Um, yes, I believe I have a candle. And he goes and he finds one. Here you go, on the house.
Okay. Is it burning, or do I need to burn it?
You have to burn it. It's not burning.
Just trying to think. I have a tinderbox. Okay. So right there, I light the candle so it's burning, and I get the wax he gave me and just start trying to like melt it. Burn my fingers a little bit, and then I was like, wait, I put the wax down. Reach into my bag, I grab all the papers they're all just a mess. They're not ordered or organized. And I set it down on the counter, but I roll them up like a scroll. But it's not even, right? So you have little edges poking out, but I do manage to roll it up, and then I take that wax glob and I attempt to try to create a scroll seal, a wax seal on like a
Roll a
little
sleight of
round
hand check.
sleight of hand
Yep.
versus, I guess it would be the same for the other one. I was gonna say like performance, but okay. It's the same for me. I get 12.
Okay, yeah, it happens pretty much how you describe it.
As the wax is starting to cool, I quickly remove my Duracell necklace and I push it into the wax to kind of leave a snail imprint as the seal, and then I hold up the scroll. Okay, I think that's good. And what you see, or what the party will see, I guess. The way I'm imagining it is because the papers aren't all like in order, stacked nicely. They're all kind of a mess rolled out, so the scroll is abnormally long, but still managed to kind of stick together with the sloppy wax job and the imprint of the snail on it. All right, this is my report. It's all sealed and ready for delivery.
Perfect. Well, let's go join your party then.
Okay.
So you walk back. After all the carts are ready to go, one of the soldiers, well, the last soldier that's behind, I believe, that did not die from the attacks, walks up to you, Sparta. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what?
Would you want to get paid? your
Yeah,
help.
probably.
All right. If you want to come with me, I'll take you to the captain.
Which way is that?
Well, he's just right where we saw him. Well, the sergeant. I mean, not the captain. The sergeant.
The guy back at the gate?
Yes.
Okay. Let's
All
go.
right. All right. Is the rest of your party coming with you?
All aboard is coming along, I guess.
So, yeah, the timing of me in the shop, would I make it back as
Yeah, because he had to
because
adjust the
he was
wagons and
doing
get
the
everything set up.
wagons and stuff.
Yep.
So I just want to know if I'd get back in time to
Yeah, he's back in time
come up
as Sparta gets
As the
everything ready
guys.
to go.
All right. Yeah, we definitely need to get paid. Get our reward.
Very well. Come on, good sirs and miss. Let's go to the sergeant.
All right, let's do this.
All right. So you make your way back. Things have started to calm down. The main rioting has subsided, and the guards kind of have control of everything, and people are starting to kind of walk around again, and they're not quite as terrified as they were. And you make it back to the front of the front of the main city gate, and you make it back to the sergeant with the soldier that comes with you. And he walks up, he looks around, and he takes you to a couple places, and then he finally finds in one of the guardhouses where the sergeant is, and he explains what you've done and everything is complete. And the sergeant looks at you and says, "Good show! Welcome! I don't even know who you are. I can't believe you actually took the job, but I'm thrilled that you did. Our town owes you a debt of gratitude."
Yeah, well, you're welcome.
I'm assuming you want to get paid then.
Yes.
Very well. And then so you walk into it's a small little guardhouse, and he has a little office in the back, and he walks back and hears some keys jingling, and he opens up a chest, and then some coins jingle, and then he walks back and hands you a big bag. Is 600 gold enough?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here you go.
I immediately hand it to Shay.
Were we getting 200 apiece?
I don't think you actually negotiated a price beforehand. He just said he'll give you a reward.
I thought we did the whole thing where I was trying to say like 300 gold.
Nope.
And he was like 200.
Nope. Sure didn't.
Or was that other? That was a different thing.
That was something else. Yeah, there was no negotiating with this one. It was just, I'll give you a reward if you go help us.
And then Sparter's like, okay, sure, whatever. Just get out of the way. Let me go in.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he hands you the gold and says, "Well, thank you very much for your help. If you're interested, we may have some more work for you in the future."
Okay. We'll see.
I'm interested.
Very well, big sir. Come back later, and we'll sure to have something for you. There's plenty to do with these dark times ahead, with what's been going on.
Dark times ahead. You know the future?
With the dark times that are happening now.
He means all the spirits being around there, Crumbs.
Oh.
He's referring to this as a dark time.
Yes.
Speaking of which, we need to get down to Ellendale to try and figure out how to resolve that problem.
What's down in Ellendale?
I don't know. Smarter people than me told me to go there.
I see. Well,
Do you have a connection to Ellendale?
let's see if he does. There it is. I'm afraid I do not. But let me ask around. If you come back tomorrow, and I'll see if I can find somebody that has a more connection. I don't have anybody personally.
Alright. Figures. Anyways, let's go.
All right.
Gotta go turn in that research paper. Come on.
Alright.
Shay, you can figure out how much 600 is divided between 4 people. And then divvy that out whenever you get that.
Right. So you make it on your way, and as you're walking, then Garvin turns to you. All right. So, what is it exactly? Why are you here to turn in a research paper? You don't really seem like the academic type.
That's because we're not. Some ghost is haunting him.
There's a
Tell
ghost
me.
who
Yeah,
haunts me at
I'll let
night.
him tell it.
Yeah, so there's an incident
For
and
science.
for science. And now because of the incident, there's a ghost who haunts me at night, and as he was trying to do research or something, and he wanted me to finish his research, but or something like that. But yeah, so he asked me to write a report and bring it to this place.
I see.
So I
Well,
wrote my report.
good for you, I guess.
You know, Crumbs. Now I'm thinking about it. Why didn't the ghost just come and give the report himself in person?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll ask him next time I see him, I guess.
Hindsight, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's a written report, right? Could the ghost even be able? The ghost can't feel anything corporeal.
But he could have given a talking report.
Right. He could have talked. He could have spoken and dictated to someone at the academy, a scribe or something.
I see.
He didn't have
Well,
to have this moron do it.
hindsight 2020.
Exactly.
Well,
So,
very well.
anyways,
Let's head on up then.
very well.
All right. You make it up to the university. There's a few stragglers around as you. Well, actually, hang on. That's right. So you. Yeah. So yes, you make it through. There is a gate right here, but it's opened, and the guards just wave you by as you walk in. And you make it up to the university. There are several people that are just walking around. It's not necessarily class right now because of everything that's gone on, you can assume, but there are a few people that are walking around. And yeah, I don't think you haven't been specifically, you don't know exactly where in the university it is. You just know that it is at the university.
So I stopped the nearest person who looks like they're from the school. Excuse me.
Yes.
I have this report, and I hold up the really homemade scroll. But I have this report I'm supposed to give to the
Look
the
for
Magician Council.
Yeah.
Do you know where they are?
Yes, I believe so. And then he gives you directions on where to go. Be careful, they are kind of a odd lot.
An odd lot. What do you mean?
They're very eccentric.
He means they're weird.
Hmm. I've seen weird before, I think.
All right,
Shouldn't
very
be
well.
a problem.
All right, well, yeah, it's over there if you want to go.
Thank you for the
Walk
direction.
over. You're welcome.
So I
Right,
guess we go and follow the directions, assuming nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens, so you're able to make it to.
Don't worry, Crumbs. You've got this. I'll be chilling with the carts.
So you walk up to a building that's there. That's what the direction that they gave you. And you walk up, and it's a shut door, and that you see there's a at the top it says Magician's Guild. There's actually like it's actually written above the door. There's like a sign.
I go up and put my ear up to the door and look. Do I hear anything?
You hear people talking.
I knock a little louder.
All right, you hear behind the door. Hello there. What can I do you for?
You're cutting out again.
Hello there. What can I do you for?
I have a report I'm supposed to give to the Magician Council.
Well, who are
About
you?
Crumb, and I'm here because of what was his name? Corgi Goal Swishy Bush, I think.
I'm afraid I don't know anybody by that name. What gives you the proper credentials to give a report to the esteemed Council of the Magicians?
I don't know. He's haunting me and told me to bring this report to you that I wrote.
This Corgi, Corgan?
Yeah, I think so.
Corgan's dead?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Oh dear. And you're saying he's haunting you.
Yeah, at nighttime he's been asking me to write a report of some things. So I did. I'm
And
here to give you the report.
this is his last wishes.
Oh,
Was
it's
to-
his current wishes.
I see. Roll a persuasion check.
I have advantage.
Only on dwarves. Only for dwarves.
Oh.
Is this guy not a dwarf?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, he can't see him anyways. He's behind the door.
If he's a dwarf, I don't think it matters.
18.
All right. Well, he's not a dwarf, but he completely believes. Oh, very well. Well, come on in then. Is it just you, or is there anybody else in your party?
Kyril, are you back? I'm guessing no. I'm not sure what to do, Jared. I mean, we have Sparta and I.
I mean, Sparta's going to chill with the cards. That was his plan. Although,
Yeah.
seeing that nobody else is going in with you,
I was planning on some one or two people coming with me as part of my presentation.
I'll be like, ugh, fine. Navare, stay here with the cards.
I guess so.
I understand he's AFK, so I'm not expecting an actual response from him.
Yeah, he's funny looking, just watching those butterflies. He's not paying attention.
Why does he look like he's trying to be a gargoyle?
I just
Who
walked
does
up.
that?
Was I able to hear the gargoyle comment?
Yeah. Because he'd be asking you.
It's his lifelong dream to become a gargoyle, I believe. His tree told him to be a gargoyle, so...
His tree. Very well.
It's more complicated. Just accept and don't ask questions.
Very well. I shall accept. And then he's. Do you mind if I follow you all in there? I'd like to hear this.
I don't
I
mind.
mean, aren't you leading us in?
Well, I've never been here before. Not inside the Magicians Council.
Wait, who's talking to us at the moment?
Oh, sorry. This is the
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
confused.
Garvin.
I thought this
Sorry,
is the guy that opened the door.
Yeah.
No,
That's
sorry.
what I
Garvin was the one that was saying all that.
Oh, got it. I mean, yeah, I'm fine with it if they're fine with it.
Yeah, we're okay. You can come on in.
Alright. Guess you can come.
All right. So you all walk in, and you see this roaring fireplace, and this gnome opens the door. So the gnome opens the door and lets you in, and you see four other gnomes that are all sitting in these ginormous, big, plushy armchairs that's sitting around the fireplace, and the person that's answering the door that's bringing you in has a huge top hat that's 2 feet tall, and it has a golden sash around him that says "Head Magicker."
Ed Magicer.
Yeah.
Crumbs, I think that's the guy you need to give it to.
Oh, okay. Hi,
Wait,
from
before you do that, I just like to who are you? I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what you are.
what I am.
No, not you. This person.
My name's Sparta.
He is a
I'm a
friend.
construct made for death and destruction.
A construct. And then he turns over and he kind of like whispers to them in Gnomish. And they all turn it back at he turns back at you and they all pipe in. A construct? You mean for science?
Yeah. For science?
Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
Could I hear what he was saying? I know Gnomish.
Roll a perception check.
Us Crumbs know so many freaking languages.
13.
Yeah, you'd be able to hear.
What was it he said that I heard?
Just they have a new specimen, a new blessing of the science. I don't know. New blessings of the sciences came in, and they have yet something else to study and marvel at.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, he's a friend. That's what he is. And construct, I think is what he said.
Oh, a construct. That is amazing. Very well. Well, if there's nothing, I guess we'll let you present your paper. Is it what was the paper about again exactly?
It was a report of things, the goings on of stuff.
It's the results of a science experiment on whether or not the ghosts, the things that die, stay dead or not.
Yeah, kind of
With
like that.
With the changes going on with the whole ghosts every night.
I
Kind
see.
of hard to miss.
Yeah,
yes, we have noticed that recently.
I got visited by this ghost, and he wanted me to write down the things that the things I saw or have seen, and things that's been going on.
I see. Well, forgive me, but he turns to you. You, construct. You seem much smarter than your counterpart here.
Well, that's not a very high bar.
Granted, yes. But,
Wait, we have a counterpart here? Who's our counterpart?
No, it's the part of the counter that's in the bag of holding that Ruck gave us before we left. Don't you remember?
Oh, the counterpart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
Well,
see the eye flames of Sparta literally roll.
So here at the Magicians Guild, we believe in the ultimate presenting experience, and we believe that the best presentations are given by those that don't actually write the report. So we were wondering, Sparta. I don't know your name, Sparta. We were wondering, construct.
I introduced
If you
myself
could give the
as
report.
Sparta.
Oh,
Yeah, he did say I'm Sparta.
Okay, then yes, he calls you by Sparta.
Okay.
We were wondering if you could give the report.
I look at Sparta. I just hold out the scroll to him and shrug.
I take the scroll and I hand it back to Crumbs. As the ultimate presenting experience myself, I prefer not to take the credit from others and love to and allow others to indulge in the pleasure of reporting their own findings.
Well, that may be true, but it sounds like you were already there. And I believe you would have we'd be able to get much more coming from your perspective. Because you seem a little bit more on top of things mentally. You can keep your train of thought a little bit clearer.
I offer the scroll back.
Oh boy. And now there's a PDF in chat.
Maybe you could just open the scroll and read it to them.
Fine. Alright, let me get this going. Fine by me. Alright, so do I have to... Is there a certain spot I have to read this off at?
Just at the beginning, I guess.
No, I mean a special spot they want me to stand.
Oh.
Oh, just here in front of everybody would be fine.
Alright. Now I'll do my best to read this, okay?
Oh, we understand. We'll take
He
it from...
wrote it. Just
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
so
I-
bear with
wait.
me here.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we actually change things up just a little bit more? I see that you have a friend outside. Would he be able to come in instead and read it? I think the gargoyle would do an even better job.
No, he has to protect the carts.
Oh,
That's the job I left him.
Or you could go protect the carts and have him come in.
I guess that's true. Let me go talk to him, see if he wants to come in.
Very well.
Hey, Navare. Good job protecting the carts so far.
Oh, thank you. It is a rough task, but we get it done.
The crazy people inside don't want Crumbs to read the report because they picked up on his less than high intelligence.
He has less than high intelligence?
Like, this is a discovery.
Anyways, they're wondering if you'd go in and read the report.
Um,
For science!
I'm not one much for science, but if they are wanting me to, I don't see any reason to not go with it.
Alright. I hand the report over to him. Have fun with that. I'll be out here with the carts.
Alright, have fun with that. He takes it and he heads on inside.
What
Alright.
you see, Kyrell, is the scroll. It was like a mess of papers that were all kind of spread out and then rolled as a whole mess of papers into a scroll shape. So it's not like a nice and neat little scroll.
It's like a bunch
this,
of loose papers that got glued together with some wax.
Yep, with a little attempted seal on the wax, like in the shape of this snail shell. So it is like in a scroll with a wax seal on it, but it's just this mess of papers that are kind of all rolled up. That's what you're holding.
Wonderful. Is the wax still like what?
Yeah, the wax you can just it was just done, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour before. So it's cooled. It's really easy to just like break the wax off.
Gotcha. He'll head inside and he looks at the one guy they were talking with earlier. He's still around, right?
Yeah.
Where exactly are you wanting me to show this report?
Just us. Come present it to the council of the magicians. Here's a good I'm sorry, what are you?
I am a tiefling.
All right, of course. I haven't seen very many of you around recently. Yes, my friend Tiefling. What's your name?
My name is Navare.
Ah, Navare. What a beautiful name. If you could
Thank
come
you.
stand here and hang on, and then he kind of limbers over and he sits down in his spot. Proceed. Please first tell us your credentials and then proceed with your report.
Alrighty. Ahem. Uh, well, we received this report in a cooperation with a well-renowned wizard off in a couple towns over. Who he was, I do not know, but he was very adamant that we were to share our findings, and so I believe that it is most appropriate that we present it to you today.
Oh, very well. Very, very nice. Very well. Proceed with the report then.
Alrighty. Well, as I'm sure you know, our findings were on us trying to basically figure out exactly what the cause of these ghosts are and kind of how it would work out. To begin, we have a short little introduction to the Magician Council of Riera, a report I writing. Greeting here. This is from Crumb, a paladin, and a very prestigious man. We met a tiny man in a place called Ludu. Did we ever visit a place called Ludu? Do I have anyone else in the room with me as a part of our group?
I'm in there.
Yeah.
Okay. He
He
turns to you.
Cards with me, so
Okay. Navare turns to Crumb. He's like, did we visit a place called Ludu?
Yeah, something like that.
Good enough for me. His town with his house. He was a very tiny man. Not big like a gnome, but tiny man is gnome. Ha ha ha. But no more laughing after that. Gnome do magic tricks, and his name was Core Jingle Swishy Bush. Was he a dog?
Nope.
Well, anyways, his name was Core Jingle, or something similar to that, and we don't know, I don't remember why he was so interested in us, but somehow we got messed up with him, and he wanted us to do an experiment with him. It was a grand telling. But instead of it being boring, from here, my fellow compatriot, he has written it in a weird story. And therefore we will be showing it off in a fun and interesting story instead of all boring professional talk, because I'm sure you hear it all the time and it's just no longer fun anymore.
Of course, of course. We're
This-
so annoyed with all of the boring, high class, hoity toity talking. This is very interesting. Please proceed. You're doing an amazing job, Mr. Navare.
I'm glad you think so. See, I cannot stand all the big talk. It makes no sense in the mind. But once you actually break it down to just a bare minimum, it is so much easier for everyone to understand. And so, we will be telling this story with talking plates, spoons, forks, and things. And all of them talk more than Crumb. I not know why, but we will show you. And he is going to turn the paper so the others can see of the talking plate, spoon, fork, and bucket. And he's gonna point to the bucket. This right here is a bucket.
Okay, you lost me a little bit with the bucket and the talking plates. Did you see the plates, or is you telling a story about the plates, or did they become alive somehow?
That's a good question. We're going to figure that out. He flips to the next page. Now, no one died, or no one can die, and Crumb really liked the idea of that. But Crumb doesn't know the whole story with this, and neither do we. And so, since we kept on running into a bunch of dead folk that wouldn't die but were dead but wouldn't die, it led to a lot of trouble. And so, we talked to Cole Jinglebush, and he said that we test the idea. So we agreed, and we took off his head. And, you know, at first we were hesitant. We were like, oh, we don't want to, like, do that. But he was very persistent. And he was like, no, do it. So we agreed. And, Shishi Bush was brave. Nodded to Crumb, and Crumb used an axe to remove the head.
Wait. You
Yes.
you killed Corgan? I thought you just said he died.
Well,
I
I mean, he did beg us.
Yeah, he asked for science.
For science! Oh, of course.
For science, yes. Because, with killing, we thought that he would, stay alive, and he was under the same impression. And so, I mean, who else to better know the experience of death and then coming back to life than a scientist?
And it wasn't killing or murder, it was permission death.
Yes.
Yeah.
Specifically those two.
I see.
Navare is going to slowly turn around from, and he's going to cover his mouth from the others, and he's going to whisper, "Did we actually get permission to kill?"
Yeah, he said we could prove that if we killed him, then... And I'm talking very loud at this point, not covering my mouth. He said we could... Because he knew that things weren't dying, and he wanted to have us kill him so that you'd come back to life.
Yes. See, we
He wanted to experience it for science. So...
Yes.
So we gave him a permission death.
So we are not under fault of any laws or anything.
I see. Well, as long as it was for science, and
It was
we
for
had
science.
permission,
Very much for
maybe
science.
maybe next time get him to sign something before you chop off his head. But
That's a good idea. We'll try that next time. Thank you for
Permission
that.
death contract, yes. Okay.
Yes, we'll have to get that into the writings. But anyways, so we used the axe, and we removed the head, and he died, and stayed dead. And he now turns the paper to show the diagram once again. And as you can see here, we have Crumb with the axe. We've got Bush Guy, and Crumb has a cloak and it has a wolf head on it. It has two wolf heads,
Yeah,
actually.
and I point to it because I'm wearing it. It's this.
you don't
So,
have it.
Oh, it's being repaired.
yeah,
Retro that action. Retcon, I mean.
it is a very beautiful cloak. I wish you could see it. It is wonderful.
I can imagine.
Oh, and also, Crumb has squash.
I do. And I reach into my pocket. Do you want some? For a handful.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Another day for another experiment, right? So,
Yes.
I turns to paper. Now, Crumb sees a ghost. The ghost was of Swishy Bush, and Swishy Bush visits Crumb at night. The ghost wakes Crumb, and Crumb is sorry, but here's Ghost, and he turns around the diagram. As you can see, the ghost of Bush. Yes, Bush. And Crumb is sleeping. And there's a
Yes.
moon in the background, so perhaps the moon has something to do with it. I guess we'll find out.
As it was nighttime, I was sleeping.
Yes. And he turns to paper. We're going to get through this one fast. Crumb does not like fishermen, and because fishermen take fish. Crumbs love fish. Fish are yummy, better than fishermen, but Durakel, the god of energy, who Crumb is a paladin a part of, says to do better. Crumb tries to not hate fishermen, and Crumb is getting better at it. Crumb is getting very, very good. Aren't you, Crumb?
Yes, I'm much better today than I was this morning.
That is wonderful, Crumb. And I'll show the diagram of I hate fish. And as you can see, there's a fisherman, and fish cry when they're caught, which is why, we're a bit disappointed with fishermen.
Wait. So fisherman. And then he kind of looks over and he whispers a little bit. So fisherman in this example, so you're like the fisherman. I see. You're doing an analogy between the real life and the afterlife. And you are the fisherman, but you hate the fisherman. So it's like, wait a minute. I think, did you cause this? Are you the fisherman of the spirits?
Oh, you talking to me?
The both of you, yes.
Oh no, I don't think we caused this. We're not fishermen, no.
Okay, I'm sorry. I must have misunderstood your analogy.
I know, it's too smart, I know. It will take a little bit of time.
Well, we shall think about it. I'm sorry, proceed.
Thank you. He'll actually, I guess he can't slide this one over. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. Flips the page. Crumb has squash, and it is good for things, as you saw earlier. It's not good for dead gnomes, we have figured out, but it is good for eating or sharing, and also eating. Squash is good, and Crumb has squash in his pockets. Crumb smiles, and Crumb draws the squash to better represent what he has with him at the time of the killing. For the experiment, for science.
Science! Yes.
Science, yes.
On that page, you notice there's like a obvious stain where I tried to put squash with the paper in addition to the drawing.
And Navare will show it. He's like, okay, so this is a diagram of what squash is in its full state, and right here is a little smidget of the squash from his pockets. And we'll be able to give a small sample size of what exactly we're dealing with here. He flips the page. He's gonna stare at this one for a couple of seconds. Birds are very pretty. They have wings, such as mine has, and I love my wings. Very beautiful wings. What do you think of my wings?
You have wings?
Yes, I do. And he flaps them a little bit.
Oh. Can you
I'm-
how high can you fly?
I'm not too certain. At least a good distance.
Oh, well, I heard of this guy. Speaking of flying, I heard of this guy. He had wings, and he flew too close to the sun, and he burned up. And then his wings caught on fire, and he died. So, be careful when you're flying next to the sun.
Navara's gonna like pull a wing like around his arm. He's gonna look at it. Can this catch on fire?
Oh, right, you're a tiefling. Maybe not you, but well, this guy had more like a wingsuit. His name was like Icky something. And sorry, yeah, sorry. Continue with your birds.
I think I could fly next to the sun.
Maybe you should try it for science.
For science!
If you'd be
Next-
willing to fly up to the sun, we'd be able to reward you handsomely.
What is the sun?
What's the big burning ball of gas in the sky?
Yes, but what is inside of it?
Well, I heard from this one friend. He said that was like it was like his old ancestors that like lived up in the sky and were looking down on us. So like that might have been like his dad. But yeah, we think it's like a big. Well, I'm pretty sure it's made out of cheese that's been melted, and it's just there's a reaction and it made things really hot, and it just is there. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Interesting. This cheese, I wonder how good it could be for different recipes.
Oh, I bet it's the best.
It does
I bet
sound
it's like
quite good.
spicy, but also a little bit like melty. That'd be really good. I'm sure.
That does sound quite good. Anyways, don't get off topic.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It is fine. Anyways, back to the birds. Birds are very pretty, and birds can fly high. Crumb wishes that he can fly, but Crumb is heavy and Bird is not, and Crumb drew a nice little bird for us. And he's gonna show the diagram of the birds. You know, you do quite a good job with drawing, Crumb.
Thank you.
I'm rather impressed. Just gonna flip the page one more time. Crumb had a girlfriend. Niece is a very pretty girl. Red hair, and she was nice and lovely. But Crumb has things to do. And so, since we were not able to bring Niece, we'll show you what she looks like. He flips the page over for them. She was not in any point in time a part of the experiment, but she did encourage our scientific findings.
Ah, so she was like your muse.
Yes, exactly.
Ah, I see. Well, of
She's
course, that's
wonderful.
bad in the report.
Of course, of course. He flips the page once more. And so, Crumb also has to write the report with things that happen, because Corgibush says so, and he is a ghost. And, you gotta listen to ghosts, otherwise things can happen. We don't want those things to happen. We're at the tavern, and eat and sleep here. We camping, have a fire. We're going to Raira to give reports. The sun happened today, and we had sky. Crumb saw some flowers. And lots of trees and bushes. So as you can see, the wildlife is not affected by the ghost thing.
I
At
see.
least not in nature.
That's very, very informative.
Indeed. Crumb says that he is sorry for Swishy Bush, and Crumb not want him ghost for always. Crumb needs to find more squash. Crumb and letter now. I try be good and like fisherman. And with the official signature, from Crumb himself. He shows the last page with the signature so that we know that it's like official.
And it's in Draconic.
And I cannot read this, so I do not know what
It
it says.
says Crumb.
I will trust that he says it. It is very good handwriting.
I was gonna say, I am very impressed. And then he looks over. What did you think, other members? What does the council think? And all of them are just completely slack-jawed. Like they've never heard something more stupid in their entire life. That is the way. And then one of them pipes up, a really old gnome. What is this nonsense? What is it? Why? What?
In Gnomish, I say, "Isn't it amazing? I made this report just for you."
He ignores you and he turns to the other guy. He speaks Gnomish. How does this idiot speak Gnomish? Calm down, Piper. Calm down, Piper. He's just doing what Corgan would have wanted. For science!
For science!
Full science!
For science.
That would have been
The-
awesome.
The center of the older gnome just. There's some things even science can't smooth over. I never liked Corgan. Never, ever. He starts to grumble. And the other gnome, the head magicer that brought you in, looks up at you. Well, that was. Piper doesn't really like it, I'm sorry to say, but I find it enjoyable.
If I may,
Yes.
if you do not, if Piper here does not like, what did you say, Kogel?
Corgan.
I do
Or
not
gee,
know who that
Swishy
is.
Bush.
Corgan
Oh,
is.
Swishy Bush. Well, if you do not like Swishy Bush, well, because of this experiment, he is now gone. You don't have to deal with him anymore because of this.
Well, I mean, didn't you say that he was still haunting him?
I
Probably
haven't
be
seen
some
him in a
haunting.
few days, actually. A few nights. I think once he saw I was working on the report, he'd been leaving me alone.
I see. Well, that's all right. Yes, Corgan was. He did a little. He got a little bit obsessed with reanimating the dead. So I'm sure that he was quite not the dead. He's just reanimating objects and things. So I'm sure he was quite intrigued with your friend out there. But nevertheless, he's gone. You've delivered your report admirably. Thank you, Navare, for giving the report. We feel that that's always the best way to write a report, is to have somebody else give it after you have written it. Crumb, would you mind if we took your report and studied it some more?
Oh, yeah, you can have it. I don't want to carry it around anymore. But how much do you want to pay for it?
I mean, we're not going to pay you for it. Just give it to it. You just said that you didn't want it anymore.
Well, trade? Trade something for it? Can I have his hat? And he points to the head wizard.
So that's who you're talking to, is the head magicer.
I point to his hat, head magic or hat. Can I have your hat?
No, that's my hat. And he thinks for a second, and then he pulls out a pocket watch. What about this?
What is it?
Oh, it's a very special device. It helps let you know exactly how close you are to lunchtime.
Oh, okay. Yep. I'll trade you the report for that. What is it called?
It's
Lunch
called
detector?
a pocket watch.
Yeah, I don't like that name. Lunch detector.
Okay, a lunch detector it is. And as for you, Mr. Navare, should you find the ability to fly up to the sun and come back and give us a report on the sun, well, you'd go down in our archives as one of the bravest explorers we've ever met, and we would be sure to reward you handsomely for it.
Don't go down. Don't go down there. I've been down in archives before and they're dirty and there's spiders.
Hmm.
You don't want to take that invite to go down into their archive.
You'll be known among us as a very prestigious person.
It would be prestigious, though.
You would be very prestigious. We'd give you your own hat.
Oh.
Does Crumb also get a hat?
Well, if he can fly, can he
Well,
fly?
I can't fly up to the sun, but you can. Maybe.
Hmm. He's gonna pull out Sir Lanford, and he's gonna ask him.
Oh no.
So you're gonna go to reach for Sir Lanford, and it's not there.
What?
You have a note. You find a note that's in your pocket, where Sir Lanford usually is.
Okay, we'll pull out the note and he'll read it.
Yeah, are you gonna share it with everybody or keep it to yourself?
While he's doing this, I'm going to
Um,
ask the main wizard how to use the lunch detector.
Well, I'll send you the. Hang on. So I'll send you what the note says, and then you can do with it what you will. One second.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Thank you.
So how does this lunch detector work? Jeopardy
Oh,
music.
well,
Do,
uh,
do, do, do.
when both of the hands turn up to the 12, it means it's lunchtime. You can count the numbers around to figure out how far away you are.
What? I don't see its hands. I don't see any arms on this. What do you
Little
mean
white
hands?
things.
Oh, those little. Okay, and you say when they point at the 12, the top part here.
Yep.
Oh, I don't. Does anyone remember what time of day it is right now? Like, is it getting close, or was it in morning, or are we in the afternoon?
I want to say it's afternoon, maybe? Because it felt like we didn't we like camp out and then go into the city in the morning and then fight.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like noonish or early afternoon.
I pull it. I'm looking at the watch, and I say the hands don't seem to be moving. Do I have to do anything? Wait, I think I saw it move. I hold it up to my ear. I hear noises. All right. Well, thanks for this. Enjoy the report.
Yeah, it'd be about afternoon at this point. And it hooks up. Oh yes, very well. Have your lunch, Watcher, and we thank you for settling Corrigan's last wishes.
You're welcome.
Yes, of course. Are we free to go?
Of course. One last question. Why exactly are you here? Other than is this your only reason for visiting Raira?
Yeah, because We didn't want the ghost haunting me anymore, but well, I guess I mean we didn't we have to go to that other town? We're supposed to go somewhere, and but we can't get in. Maybe you can help. Hold on. I open up the door. Sparta,
What?
I'm confused again.
Hey, Shay, wake up. I gotta go in and help Crumbs. Watch the carts for me, please.
Will do.
Thanks. Alright, Crumbs. Here I come. I come over. Come on in. What?
I'm trying to remember. We're going to a town, but we can't go to the town because we need.
At this point, I just turn to the council. What did you ask him?
I mean, we were just wondering why else are you here? I mean, we're grateful you brought us the report, but
We didn't want this. We didn't want the ghost haunting him. It was getting annoying. So we brought the research paper here. It's the only reason we came here. The next objective is to get into Ellendale.
Yes,
I
Ellendale.
see.
That was the town.
We're supposed to go there because Crumbs' god has given us the quest to fix the Soul Bridge.
Soul Bridge.
Apparently,
I don't know anything about that.
apparently it broke, which is why the ghosts are stuck on this world and come out every night.
Well, that's well beyond anything that I know. We stick to the material plane. We don't mess with any of that spiritual numbo jumbo. But, if you're looking to go to Ellendale, I may know of somebody that you could speak to.
Well, please
That
share.
is something you'd be interested in.
Yes.
Well, very well. I believe the head of our university. The head of our university. His name is Silren. He is the administrator, and he is from Ellendale. And I know that occasionally he does send people to go down to Ellendale. So you may speak with him. He's in the biggest building here on campus. His office is inside the first door on your right exit.
Alright, thank you very much. Go talk to Headmaster Silren.
Well,
Alright, anything else?
no, I do believe that is everything that. Well, I mean, you're the ones that came to see us, but I don't have any other questions. I do appreciate your.
We will take our leave. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
Science!
For science.
Science.
Hey,
Sparta, look at my new lunch detector.
yes. Your pocket watch is fascinating. Hey, I can't remember your name. I'm just gonna call you Sean. Hey, Sean.
Garwin?
Not you.
My name is Garvin. What can I do for you?
Yeah,
Garvin.
Sorry. You said you made that little fellow with you?
Yes, I did.
Alright. At this point, I'm doing another walk and talk as we head towards the headmaster.
Yeah.
So, I got a complaint about my residents, and they're saying they need some better airflow. Do you think you could construct something for better airflow through me?
Wait. What exactly? I'm sorry. Back up a little bit. What do you mean by your residence?
Pretty sure I used the words right. You know, residents, people who live inside of things. Residents, don't you?
I'm sorry. You have people living inside of you?
I don't know, do kobolds count as people?
I get no, but sure. But how are they living inside of you? What?
Well, like this, and I just open up the chest of holding. Sorry, I knock and then open up the chest of holding.
Fascinating. That is absolutely fascinating.
But
And
then
then
I'd reach in and I'd grab Ganap.
he sits there like kind of struggling. What do you want? What do you want?
This guy may be able to fix your airflow problem.
Ganap, the Navare Percival the Third at your service.
That's a lot longer than the last time you said it.
Well, yes, but he can actually. We have to show him respect so we can get what we want from him.
Oh, I see.
Well, let me see. So, exactly how do they stay inside of your chest here? What is this entrance? This
Well, I had a bag of holding and then it kind of fused with my body. So now we've got this thing. We call it the chest of holding.
I see. You know, I may be able to help you with that.
Okay.
This is something I do for a living. I make things for with a little bit of magical assistance to better the world. Hence, and he lifts the braces up to his arms. Hence the bracers.
Okay, is there a name for that occupation?
Well, we call ourselves artificers.
Alright.
Back to your question. Yes, I do believe I may be able to help. I will need cost of expenses, but I can give you a discount if you let me. And he kind of looks at you sheepishly. I'm sorry to ask you this, but if I could study you for a night, I'd be willing to give you a discount.
Depends on how much of a discount.
Well, how does 500 gold sound?
Sounds like a lot.
Well, I mean, there's never been anything like this before.
Exactly. There's never been anything like me before. Imagine how much knowledge you're gonna get off of studying me.
Roll a persuasion check. With advantage, actually.
Wow, I rolled 2 17s. Plus two dirty 20s.
I believe you're right. How's this? How's 300 gold and have a place to stay for the night?
No, I don't think we do.
Very well. Well, I'll let you and your party come stay at my shop for the night. And while they're sleeping, I will do my investigations. I'll whip something up for you and 300 gold for materials.
How about this? You do it for free, and I let you study me for 3 nights. Imagine how much more you can discover in that time.
He looks down at the construct and looks back at you.
Also, the room and board thing. That too. You could find your breakthrough. Your little friend there could end up being sentient like me. Just saying.
Very well, you're right. I'll throw it to you on the house, but you have to be willing to. I won't disassemble you. I won't do anything that will cause you harm. But my investigations will be a little bit more in depth than a simple observation.
Fair enough.
If I'm giving it to you for free.
That's fair. I'm gonna need you to install it anyways, so.
Very well. Very well. Then yes, I believe we have an accord. And he puts out his hand.
I make a spitting noise, but since I have no spit, nothing actually happens. And I put my hand on there. Having seen that done in market when I was people watching.
Fascinating. Very fascinating.
Isn't that how you're supposed to do it?
For sure. It is done in some cultures, yes.
Oh, sorry, I'm only a few weeks old. I saw people doing it. I thought that was the right way to do it.
Yes, I understand. Very perfectly understandable. You may, for next time, it is proper to just give a handshake, and without the attempted spitting.
Alright, very well. Sorry about that. Alright, gonna have back in you go. I just shove him back in. Unceremoniously.
I mean, if you wanted to, I could probably help you evict that creature from. I would hate to have something living inside of me.
What? You can help me fix him?
Evict him. Evict him. Leave.
Oh, evict him. Got it.
Send him out.
No, that's okay. He's my little buddy, kind of like how you have them.
Well, 99 is. I wouldn't say. Still in the 99, I wouldn't even say is my buddy, but very well. Yes. I understand. At this point, you have made it up to the head, like the administrative building of the campus.
Okay. I'm just gonna go on in and look at the door, the first door on the whatever he said.
Okay. So there aren't any guards. I mean, it's a university, so you would be able to walk right in. And there would be a couple of elves that would be like sitting down. There would be a desk that would be in front of the office, and there's an elf that's sitting there at the front that's clearly is the clerk.
Okay.
Hello, what can I do for you?
I need to see Headmaster Silren.
Do you have an appointment?
Yes.
He looks down.
Hey, Crumbs, let me see your pocket watch real quick. Like, I whisper over to Crumbs. Hey, let me see your pocket watch real quick.
My lunch detector. Sure, here you go.
What time does it say on the pocket watch?
4 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm his 4 o'clock.
Your Lord Brigmond.
Yes.
Roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
You mean a deception?
Or, sorry, yes, a deception.
Still with disadvantage, though?
No, just a deception.
Okay, nat 20.
I'm also Lord Chicken Eater the Mighty.
Lord Brigmond, did something happen to you?
It's been a very long week, what with all the spirits and whatnot.
I see. Well, give me one moment. I shall get headmaster. I should get the headmaster. Then he walks back and talks for a second. And then he comes up and opens the door. You may come in.
Alright, go on in.
You walk in and instantly the headmaster yells, Frederick, this is absolutely not Lord Brigmond. I'm sorry.
But I am Lord Chicken Eater the Mighty.
Just ignore him.
You have 2 seconds before I kick you out. I have no idea why you are here. I'm a very busy man, and you are making me very late. What are you doing here?
We need into Ellendale to find the followers of Shilrak. To fix
And
the
we're
Soul
here
Bridge, to fix the spirit problem.
And we helped save your marketplace.
Save the marketplace.
We killed
Yes.
the Legion that appeared in the square earlier today.
We
Came here
defended
to
your
deliver a
town.
research paper on behalf of Corgan to the Magicians Guild.
Those idiots?
Yes.
I'm so tired of idiots. You have no idea. I thought
Yes, I do.
being at a campus of intellectuals that we might be able to be high. Very well.
Unfortunately, sir, there are idiots everywhere. High intelligence does not necessarily make them smart.
Truer words could not have been said. Well, to start off, what is your real name, as you are clearly not Lord Brigmond?
I apologize for my deception. Our quest is of a high importance and priority, and I felt it was necessary. My name is Sparta.
And I'm from.
And Crumb.
Yes.
So you say you need to get into Ellendale. I did hear about that there was a group that did help with a square. There was some nasty business. I do appreciate you.
You're welcome. And we beheaded everyone to make sure they wouldn't come back.
Sparta just puts his hand up to his forehead. Just in the universal, what he hopes is the universal sign of idiots.
And when I see that, I'm like, we beheaded the dead ones, not the live ones. Don't worry.
I see. Well, yes, well, you would want you need to get into Ellendale. I do have how much do you know about the Elven country?
Very little. I'm only a few weeks old myself, so I haven't learned much about that country yet.
Yes, understandable. They do like to keep their secrets. I'm actually from Ellendale myself, but I have decided to leave to explore other ventures. Their academics, well, it's just a different brand here than down south. As you may or may not know, they do not allow newcomers. They're not very friendly to those they do not know. And especially with your friend's eccentricities, you're going to have something that will impress them to let you inside. I do not know anything of this Shulrak, but as for getting to Ellendale, you need to bring them something that will wow them.
Will I wow them?
I don't know. You might be able to. They really enjoy magical items of great value and worth. The problem with you may be able to wow them, but you would never leave again. If you tried to offer yourself up, they would not let you leave. It would have to be something of exquisite value for them to overlook you in favor of your token of friendship. Should you bring them that, they should let you in, and you can find this followers of Shilrak, as you so put it.
You don't have any connections. You can't just bypass this whole thing. Get us in without a gift.
I mean,
Maybe if you write a letter and use an official seal. On
I
did that
have
with my
connections
scroll.
inside the city of places you could speak to help find for the followers, your followers. But as far as the gates, I do not have any control over that. I might be able to. And he thinks about it for a second. I might be able to help you. Well, give you some suggestions on how to sneak in. But as for entering the gates, I do not have any control of their entrance policies.
Alright, well, what do you have for sneaking in? Because I don't know how much time we have left before the spirits would get even more angry, come back and kill everybody.
Yes, there's that.
I don't know that we have time necessarily to go find an exquisite gift that is more interesting than myself.
Ah, yes. Very well.
You have one we could have that we could take.
I do not, I'm afraid. I could give you... He thinks about it for a second. No, I'm afraid... Okay, I have two I do not have anything you could give. I have two possibilities. One, we do have runners that do go to Ellendale. You could pretend to be them. I could give you some papers, and we could potentially forge your way in. or there's a place around. There's a pathway through the woods and through the back, with a secret door that you should be able to follow that should let you in as well.
All right. What do we need to know about for the forest path? Because I don't think any of us are gonna pull off a deception as a messenger.
Yes, quite right. Give me one moment. And then he
Maybe
goes back
Shay could.
and he looks through a bunch of. He has an office with like a bookshelf, and he looks through a bunch of bookshelves, and then he looks through a bunch of books that are on the bookshelves, and then he transitions over to a chest that he opens up, and he starts looking through skulls. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, here it is. And he pulls it out, and then he hands it to you guys. This is a map of Elendil that was made by the builders many thousands of years ago, that has a secret passage that should allow you in should you so desire. I would take it with extreme caution, but this may be your best bet into getting to Elendil.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Nope. Thank you for your time.
Well, you are very welcome. And
at
please,
this point, I just turn and leave.
please fix the bridge. These spirits are getting very annoying.
We'll do our best.
Very well. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
All right, and you walk out.
Do I see the actual 4 o'clock on my way out?
Yeah, you would pass by him. He's just this really high-ended pompin' jay of a human that's walking past you. But 4 o'clock, and when somebody sets an appointment, they must follow. They must follow at 4 o'clock. When I say 4 o'clock, I mean 4 o'clock.
I do that, like, very intentional shoulder bump as I pass him.
He falls over.
I just keep going.
How rude! People nowadays. And then as you walk out, you hear him berating the servant, and the servant is stuttering in terror as this interaction takes place as you walk away.
Well, as soon as he starts berating him, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna just come up behind him and tower over him for an intimidation effect.
Hey, roll intimidation.
Okay, 19.
What? What?
Is there a problem, sir?
He looks at the servant and looks back at you. No problem. No problem. I just I was flustered as all. You must understand. I'm a very important person, and I'm not used to waiting.
I'm afraid I don't understand. You see, I've only been in town for a not even a day yet. I have no idea who you are, but the way you're treating this fine, upstanding citizen of the city, I find quite deplorable. After all, they were just doing their job.
The servant looks up at you in gratitude as the Lord looks back up. Well, that may be. There's still protocols that must be followed. My family built this city, after all. I am due the respect of my station.
Oh, so you're just living off of your family's achievements. Have you ever achieved something yourself?
Who do you think runs the
citizens?
Yes, no.
The citizens of the city run the city.
No, 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 no,
They're
no,
the
no,
ones who draw people in. They're the ones who serve the visitors. They're the ones who make all the money. You just sit up on high, collect your taxes, count your money, and walk around thinking you're self-important. Do you have any idea who I am?
no. Well, no, I can't say that I am, but I do. I do
I
know
raise
that.
my hand. I do.
We are the head messengers of the High Lord of Siunan. Do you really want to make this an inner city incident? And have that be your crowning achievement? In these times of chaos?
Roll a persuasion. Because because you're. I guess you'd be technically with fifth, so I guess
Yep.
it wouldn't be a deception.
That would be a 22.
A representative of Sudan. Well, they do pay taxes to us, but I happen to know all the lords in Sudan. Who is this a supposed representative? Who do you represent? The
Grimsborth.
supposed lord. Grimsborth. Grimsborth.
Indeed.
I do not know much about. I heard he died.
Oh, you've heard wrong.
No,
Very
no,
much alive.
I'm sure I'm right. I'm sure I know that he died. I know that he was assassinated.
No? Lord Fifth Grimsborth is very much alive.
Lord Fifth. Oh, the successor. Very well. Either way, I shall. You clearly have many things to understand. You have many other things to
It's
understand.
rude to keep the headmaster of this fine establishment waiting. After all, weren't you his 4 o'clock?
Yes, I was.
How dare you be so late? Now get in there.
Well, very well. What is your name?
My name is Sparta. Best you remember it.
Sparta. You best remember me, Lord Brigmond, Esquire the Fourth. Your
Okay.
master shall have words with you.
Great.
And he turns around and walks away and walks into the. So you'll see the headmaster. And then shuts the door behind him.
I just turn around and just walk out. I don't even say anything to the person I just saved.
And I'm just standing there confused, and I come up. Sparta, you have a master?
No, I despise masters. I just don't like people like that.
Oh, okay. He just said he was going to talk to your master.
Yeah, I don't have one, so he's gonna have a hard time finding him now, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, shall we? I've
Yeah.
got accommodations for us for the night, and I've got 3 days worth of research to get done on me, so that's what I'll be doing for the next couple days. Let's go rejoin the group and figure out what everyone's doing.
Okay. So we
back
go
to
out.
the cards.
Navare's. Has he been with us the whole time? Yeah.
Navare is going to be back at the carriages.
Okay.
And when you get there, he's going to be looking kind of panicky, kind of nervous.
Navare, what's wrong?
Takes a deep breath and he's like, well, you see, Sir Lanford is gone.
You lost Sir Lanford?
I did not lose Sir Lanford, but,
Someone stole Sir Lanford?
I believe so. And he hands a note over to, Sparta.
Sparta then reads it aloud for the group.
And I can grab it real fast.
I
I'll
got
just
it
play
here.
inside live sessions.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
By the time you see this, His Holiness Sir Lanford will be gone. Come to Park of the Enlightened if you want to see him again. We felt his presence on you and knew we had to take him, where he would be most respected. Signed, the followers of the Outlanders. P.S. Good job being a gargoyle. You were very convincing.
Oh, thank you.
Why are you thinking me? I was just reading your letter.
Oh, right. Well, does anyone know what a Park of the Enlightened is?
Well, I assume it's a place here since you lost him here. I literally just grab the closest student passing by, pick him up by the scruff of his collar, and just turn him around. Hey,
Unhand me! Why are you hold?
I have a
What do you
question.
want?
I have a question. Do you know where the Park of the Enlightened is?
The Park of the Enlightened?
Yes.
I do not. I've never heard. I've never heard of such a thing. No, unhand me, you brute!
I literally
What-
just drop him.
What about the followers of Outlanders or something? Does that sound familiar?
No, I've never heard of such a thing. Now, why don't you ask somebody that cares? And then there's a girl that you grab, actually, and she gets up and runs away.
Alright. Guess that gender doesn't care. I grab a male and repeat the process.
As you start to question the male, I cut you off and be like, "Wait, Sparta!"
What?
And then I look at the person that you're holding. Do you care? Do you care?
Do I care about what?
Well, we need to find someone who cares.
Just ignore him, please.
Uh,
I'm looking for the Park of the Enlightened. Do you know where that is?
well, actually, funny you should mention that. I was just studying that earlier today.
Excellent. So where is it?
Well, it's up to in the very north part of the city. It's a very nice place. It's a public park, but and then he looks at you, and then he kind of like slowly like kind of reaches up to Crumb's clothing and like kind of feels it. Well, they don't really allow. How do I put this lightly? Poor people to. It's a very prestigious and fancy park up in the north. It's mainly for the noblemen.
We have a high paladin here who's literally the prophet of their religion. I think we're fine. We're also representatives of Lord Fifth Grimsborth from Sigunod. We're fine on the money department.
Do you have any credentials, any proof of said Lord Fifth?
Flip
Do
him
you
around,
have any
grab him by
credentials?
his ankles and shake him for a few seconds and flip it back around. How's that for credentials?
Don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you that's what they're gonna ask you for. No need to get all angry with me.
Nah, you're being judgmental and judging us. That's what you're doing.
No.
We just came into town, saved your city from the Legion. Returned in a research paper for the freaking Magicians Guild. Visited with your headmaster, and you are questioning our credentials.
And how would I have known this? It's not like you have a sign that says, "Oh, we defeated the Legion."
Should we have a sign? Might be a
Graham,
good
make
idea.
a sign.
Okay. I reached into my bag while the conversation continues. I still have scraps of paper because I didn't know how much I needed. I pull out a piece of paper and start scribbling on it.
We look like crap because we've been through heck. Don't judge people.
Okay, fine. Point
I-
taken. Point taken.
I release him with a little shove.
He starts to cry. No need to be so rough.
I don't have anything else, so I'm just gonna let him walk off at that point.
I finish, and I have this little paper that just says, "We killed Legion." That as we walk, I'm just going to hold it up, like, at people. As they look at us as we're walking. If I see someone looking at us, I'm holding up the paper.
Garvin's going to be very weary, but
Impressed. Oh.
he'll mention Sparta.
Yes.
I mean, no judgment on my part, but he does have a bit of a point. They are very particular about who they let in. I don't know anything about this enlightened nonsense, but they're very particular about who they let into that sector of the city.
Not my problem. I'm gonna be with you tonight.
Very well, very well. Just letting you know. That's all. And you and your party, specifically you, Navare.
Why me?
Well, I'm assuming you would want to go to them to get your what was it again? This Sir Lanford? What
It's his pet tree.
Wait, the pet tree is it's a not exactly. It is a Salan for the second, twice removed from the left.
Of course it is. Well, all right, well, whatever you want. Very okay.
Navare can just fly over the freaking wall if he has a problem.
Oh, I could do that.
Fine. You do you.
But what if Salanford does not want me to do that?
You can't ask him.
And how do I know to do it?
Isn't it your job to do whatever it takes to get Sir Lanford back?
I do have a point.
If it means recovering Sir Lanford, you could turn into a bear and just eat all the guards.
Oh, that is a splendid idea.
We'll call that Plan C. I think just trying to get in the normal way by looking presentable might be a better option. Or flying over the wall. But hey, you do you. I agreed to let Conry here study me for a couple days.
That makes sense. Bird? It's a Conry, right?
My name
Sir Bird.
is
Do you have any
Garvin Shannery.
Garvant? Right. My
Shawnery.
apologies.
Shawnery.
Shawnery.
Right.
Do you like birds?
Do I like
I like-
birds?
I like birds.
Well, I guess so. Unless they're pigeons.
What's
What?
wrong with pigeons?
They're evil, disgusting creatures.
Oh.
And they poop on me. And everywhere else. Do you know how many times I've had to clean off Selvin because of bird poop?
Probably the same number of times as Crumbs yelled at fishermen.
I hold out my fingers. This many, and it's just a weird number of. It doesn't even make any sense.
Yes. Exactly that much.
That is quite a lot.
Hey, Shay,
Hmm.
while I'm incapacitated, or rather have an engagement here that I need to attend to. Can you try and keep these other two out of trouble?
I'll do my best.
Alright, thanks.
Well, Crumb, would you want to come with me to the park?
Yeah. I'd love to go to the park. There's
Then-
birds there.
Which way to your lab?
It's back in the It's back at the town square. It's
Alright.
not too far away
Lead the
from
way.
where we met. Very well.
All right, you guys. I'll see you in a couple days.
Alrighty.
Your sleeping quarters have been arranged by this guy, so don't worry about it. It's taken care of.
Where are they? The sleeping quarters.
Well, they're with. I mean, how about you come with me, so I can show you where you sleep, and then you can go off and do whatever you need in said park.
Okay.
As long as it's quick.
Yes, it will be very fast.
I take the wagons and I go the way that he leads us.
All right. So yeah, he leads you down. You go back. You know, you're not stopped by anybody, and he shows you everywhere else. Everyone else where they're going to sleep.
Crumbs,
And
are
then
you
he takes
still
you,
holding the
Sparta.
sign at anybody that we pass while we're on the carts?
Of course.
Okay. Making sure that my visual is correct.
Anyone who's seen watching at looking at our group, even if they like side glance, I'm watching for anyone.
And they all give you odd looks. They don't have any idea what you're talking about, as per usual.
Like we killed Legion. Every once in a while, I'll say it too. We killed Legion, but not like every person. It's just randomly.
All right. Oh, well, yeah. So you head on down without any problems, and he has a shop in a nice, fairly good sized house, and he even has a stable that you can put your horses in. And then he gets you all set up. Well, Sparta, if you care to follow me, shall come this way. After we'll spend most of the rest of the day doing our inspections, and then
That's fine. I thought you were going to show them where they're sleeping.
well, I was getting to that. I was just saying I will spend most of the time inspecting you, and then I'll do the rest for your request for your error generator. Whatever we end up calling it. As for the rest of your party, and then he shows you to his house. You can sleep upstairs. I'm afraid we only have a couple of rooms, so you'll have to. I'm not a boarding house, you see, but we have 2 bedrooms upstairs that you guys can share if you would like. And then he shows you.
Bedrooms we can share.
I have 2 bedrooms upstairs, 2 beds. You can figure out however you'd like to sleep, but you're welcome to stay here in my house, and I shall provide you meals for the times you're here.
Okay.
And then with that, he goes and he leads Sparta down. So he's got a main house and he has a workshop that's in a building adjacent to it. And then he gets you starting to set up to start looking around and do his inspections.
Okay.
Navare, should we go check out the park thing?
Yes. We are ready for it, yes. Should we go and get the proper clothes for this? Do you think that would be the easiest way inside?
It depends on how much it costs, but yeah, I guess we could. Go clothes shopping first. I'm kind of big though. I don't know if I guess the city is big. Maybe we can find a big and tall store for me. Because normally, tailors have to tailor clothes for me first.
I see.
But maybe there's like a Goliath.
Perhaps
store.
Sir Bird would know if there's a store like that around here.
Perhaps who would know? Sorry.
Sir Bird? The Conry fellow?
Yes. The Shannery guy.
Yes, the Shamrock.
Hey, Shanry. Garwin.
So he left you to go back to his shop. So I'm assuming you go back to him.
Is the shop like outside?
Yeah, it's just next door.
Okay, yeah. So I go out, find him.
Yes.
Hey,
What can I do
hey.
for you?
Are there any, shops or anyone who sells nicer clothing for someone who might be tall and big?
Why, of course we do. We have everything here in Ryura.
But
We
I
have,
mean, without
have
having
someone-
to have it tailored.
Of course, we don't have too many of your kind here, but we have enough that there's a small market for it.
Okay, where can I go for that?
And he gives you some directions on where to find stuff that's in the area that you guys are in. He gives you directions on where to find a shop.
Okay. All right, Navare, let's go do this.
All right, let's go.
And so we go to the shop.
Okay. There's one that's just a couple doors down that is just a regular tailor shop that he sends you to. You walk in and there's a tailor there that sees you. Yes. How can I help
Yeah.
you?
Wanting to get some nicer clothes so that we can go to the park. Up north.
Oh, the Nobleman's Park.
Yes, I am a lord after all. Lord Chicken Eater the Mighty.
Okay. Well, I'd be happy to sell you some finer nobleman's clothes.
How much are they?
I'm afraid they are a bit more expensive for our nicer brand. It's nicer materials, of course, and we do hand make everything. None of that cheap stuff made by magicers or artificers. We do it all by hand. So,
But
the nice
can I have
nobles-
something ready right now that I can change into right
Of
away?
course, of course, we have something for you for 200 gold.
Oh. 200 gold. That's a lot of gold.
Well, it's the finest materials this side of the river.
Oh, did we divide up? We didn't divide up the 600 gold, did we? Not yet. I'm
It will
guessing.
be 150 for each person.
Yeah, Shay has all the gold. I'm guessing. I don't think you guys
Mhm.
divvied it up.
We haven't divvied it up yet, but
Uh, 200 gold. And I can have an outfit. Well, is that so? Is it 200 for me? What about from my friend here? And I point to Navare.
Well, if you both buy one, we can give you a bit of a discount for, let's say, 300 gold for the both of you.
300 gold for both of us. So do we have to pay 300 each?
No, 300 total.
Oh,
150 each.
what do you think, Navare?
He's thinking about it. He doesn't really know what to decide on. And he turns to look at you and he kind of whispers again. Just by just a moderate idea, if you will. Do you think it's possible to just knock him out and then take it and then book it? Maybe faster, possibly.
Are you whispering that?
Yes, whispering.
Roll a stealth check.
Oh boy! That one. No.
Oh no!
He looks at you.
It's a
Ouch.
5.
Get out! Get out now! Before I
It's
No,
call
I
the
look. I'm
before I
not
Joe.
gonna.
call the city
No,
guard, get out!
I'll pay. We can pay the gold. We can pay the gold.
That's 400 now.
That was a joke. Can you not take a nobleman's joke? Oh my goodness, dear sir.
You're a nobleman, you can afford such things.
Of
Yes,
course we
that's what I
can.
said. 300 gold was the deal you gave us.
It's a
400 gold,
joke.
or I call the city guard. You give it to me now, or you get out this instant.
Do you not know how to take a joke? Aren't you bored of this? You see where I come from, all the noblemen, too boring for my taste. And so,
Roll Deception.
praying. This is hilarious. I just got a nat 20.
Where exactly are you from?
Oh, Sionon.
From Siunan. Well, I have heard the southern cities have a bit of an odd sense of humor.
It can be considered that, I suppose, yes. I apologize if it was startling for you.
Very well. Well, okay. Please, no more jokes. My heart, you see, I can't take much more of it.
I agree, I apologize. And he sticks out his hand to shake him.
He takes your hand. That's 300 gold. Sounds fair. Let's stick with the original deal.
Okay.
Um,
And which outfit do you have? What does it look like?
He goes in the back, and then he brings you. We have two different options for you, for both of you. And then he goes and he brings some out that fit you pretty well. From what you can tell, they seem like they're your size. They seem like they have been made for Goliath and even for tieflings specifically.
ooh.
And there were two options.
Yes.
What are the colors that I see?
One is a green and silver color, and then the other one is a blue and maroon.
And what for the tiefling?
It's a yellow and black one for the first one, and then the other one is a bright purple with green trim that complement each other. And it looks pretty good.
I like that green silver one.
Oh, very well. And what about you, my friend?
Um, I'll take the purple one.
Oh, excellent choice, excellent choice. Now, if you have the 300 gold, I shall give it to you right away.
Hey, Navare, hand me your
Oh,
gold and
yes.
I'll mix it. I'll add mine to it and hand it to him all together.
All right. The bear is going to reach into his pockets and hand you 4 gold, which is his entire savings.
And I put that in my money bag, and then I take out. You said 4 gold?
Yep. I am now broke.
I'm gonna take out 220 gold. I'm gonna reach in like a fistful, and it's gonna be 220 pieces. And I'm gonna just set it all down on the counter. And I have my little brooch of money confusing right there. Being like, yeah, I think that's 300.
He looks at it. No, you're short some. You're short some, at least 50. I don't
See,
feel like it's enough.
I reach in and pull out and add 10. Wait, Sorry, I'm trying to remember what the brooch does.
It makes it so they don't have any concept of numbers. They forget.
But they do know gold from gold and silver from silver, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I pull out another 13 pieces of gold and add it to the pile. I think that's enough.
He sits there and he puts it all in a bag and he kind of feels it for a second. One second. And then he goes back behind the counter and then he pulls out a scale and a set of weights. And then he puts it up. And he looks at you really intently.
And I'm looking at him just like completely serious. Like I'm not trying to be deceitful at all. Just having in my golds.
Let's see. Hang on, let me see one thing really fast. Um Sorry, I'm pulling your. I just need to look at. I want to look at the thing really fast.
It's the brooch of number numbing.
Okay. Yeah. So he gets it, and I'm sorry. I know that we're friends, but I sometimes I feel like we're still just a little bit light. I can't. Looking at. I sometimes have this weight that I do. My wife got really mad at me because I it's embarrassing to say, but I got scammed a little while ago. So she told me for for big sales, I need to weigh it out, and I think you're just a little bit short.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Do you have a dress for me?
of course, my dear lady. It's and as he looks at you inside of the thing, it's
Oh, hey, Shay.
worth money. Wait, I'll take money for it. Yes, for a dress for you. Yes, I will have money for that.
For how much?
Um. Uh, um. A Florgan's bargain of gold. Yes, Florgan's bargain.
What's that?
Well, it's our term that we use for a good deal. We'll give you a good deal of gold. You give it. I'm sorry. You give me the gold for. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time concentrating, and I'm usually a very good negotiator. It's a term that we use for a good deal, a proper deal for the amount of sum of gold and trade for the good in which you are requesting.
Okay. For all three of us, how much would it be?
He looks around and kind of Uh, 7,000 gold sounds like a number. Yes, 7,000 gold.
I guess we'll take our place somewhere else. Our money.
But
Did you say something, Jared? You cut out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think of how he would. Okay. How about? Okay, so they don't actually. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. That was obviously a mistake. How about? We'll go with. How about 20 gold? That sounds more fair. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, so I look at the pile on the counter, and I take the 13 back. There's 20. I
Well,
think.
20 to add for her.
Oh, and I put the 13 back in the pile. There.
And then we need at least 30 more for her, and then we can give her a dress.
Oh, right. You're right. I reach into my bag. And pull out. $20 more gold.
Perfect. That seems right.
I was rolling.
And then he goes into the back and he gives you an option of 4 different dresses. That's one that's like a light aqua blue. It's one that's a turquoise, a red, and then a green dress.
Let's go with the turquoise.
Very excellent choice. It does match your eyes, my lady.
Thank you.
And then he hands you the dress, and then hands both of you the rest of your clothes, and then he takes all the gold. Very well.
I'm gonna add you a tip. It's gonna be $167 gold.
Well,
To add with the whatever this gentleman has given you.
I it was 253 is what I'd pulled out of my bag.
well, I won't say no to good fortune. I'm very appreciative. You're most kind indeed. Thank you very much.
Yep.
And I'm gonna reach in my bag and pull out a few more coins of gold pieces and hand them to Navare and say, "Here, I think this is your change." I'm gonna hand him
Thank you.
50.
This seems this seems right. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
And I get my index finger and I point to the temple. I'm like, math. And I give him a thumbs up.
He's also going to follow suit and point his fingers at him and go, math. Yes.
Good job, you guys.
Thank you, Shay.
After taking the money, he's going to reach his arm up and he's going to kind of pat your back. He's like, Crumb, you're a very kind friend. I want you to know that.
Oh, well, I tried. Still working on the fisherman, though, you know.
No, we all have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So we gave the guy in total 410 gold, correct?
How much did you give, Shay?
I gave him 167.
420 gold, yeah.
So 410 or 420?
20?
You said 167?
Yeah.
Plus my 253 was 420.
Okay. I can count for some reason.
That's okay. I did 220, and then I added another 13, and then I added another 20 at the end,
Okay. Oh yeah.
and then gave 50 golden change to Navare.
Hoorah.
All right, so I change into my noble clothes. I'm assuming there's like a changing stall or something there.
Yeah, there's a little there's a place you can change. As he hands you the clothes, you start to walk back, and he starts to get a little bit teary eyed. That was beautiful. That was the friendship that you two share is amazingly wonderful. You must have an incredible amount of respect. I envy that in a friend.
It just takes practice, and just got to get better at liking fishermen.
Indeed, and of course. The fishermen.
Yeah.
Very well.
Anyway, to the park.
All right. And after you guys all get dressed and settled, that is where we're going to end it.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Tune in
Thanks for
next
playing.
Bye, viewers.
Tune in
Next time.
for a continuation of
Lucky fools.
Oh, that was.
I was really hoping I could convince you to fly to the sun.
That would have been so funny. If you ever decide to retire your character, that should be how he goes out.